omega-3s, omega-6s. What's the difference? That's what I try to find out. So, in this video, I'll explain to you what are the difference between omega-6s and omega-3s. Why are they important? Why do we care? What food should I eat? What are the consequences if I don't or if I do eat them? So, now I think it's important that we start small. Like,
really small, like on the atomic level.
So on the basic level of omega-6s and omega-3s is lipids. That's what omega-6 and omega-3s are. They are lipids, which are polyunsaturated fatty acids. The reason they are called omega-6 and omega-3s is because on omega-3s, the double bond is on the third carbon, and on omega-6s is the double bond is on the sixth carbon. That's the chemistry portion of it. Also, these two options regulate inflammation in the body, which is very important. And however, it can get out of hand, which is what I'm going to explain in the next section, which is the health portion of the video. So in general, what is generally accepted is that omega-3s tend to be a lot better for you than omega-6s. The reason why is because it reduces the inflammation in your body. And it also supports some brain health and other cognitive functions that help you perform basic bodily tasks. On the other hand, omega-6s actually produce inflammation, which in some cases is good, because if you hurt yourself or you're feeling sick, the body is gonna produce some inflammation to help restore your body to the original state. But what can get out of hand is if there's too much inflammation, which in some diets can honestly affect the inflammation, causing it to increase and increase, and that's not good for the body at all.
But sir, I'm just gonna cut out omega-6s out of my life forever.
Psh. No, you should not. You should have a balance between omega-6 and omega-3s. The reason it causes problems is because you have an excess, at least in most diets, there's an excess of omega-6s in their diet, which causes all this inflammation problems. So, what foods can actually help with this? Which is what I'm about to go over. So, if you want to increase your omega-3s, you want to start by eating a lot of fish, and a lot of seeds such as nuts and walnuts and those types of things. Those are good for omega-3 support. If you want to increase your omega-6 production, you want to eat vegetable oils, processed fried foods, and nuts and seeds. So what the problem here is that in the Western diet, there's a lot of processed foods, like fried foods, which has lots of omega-6s in it. And as we learned, those increase inflammation. And since there's an overabundance of omega-6s, it's taking over the omega-3s that are trying to reduce the inflammation. So the omega-6 is surpassing the omega-3s by a lot, which is why in most Western diets, there's lots of inflammation problems. While in like a Mediterranean diet, such as people who live in Spain or Italy, there's a lot less inflammation because it's just a lot of nuts and seeds and fish in their diet and not many processed food like McDonald's or stuff like that. In conclusion, I would say definitely increase your omega-3s by a lot more, especially if you live in America where there's a lot of processed foods. Start eating some fish and some seeds. Have like a snack with you, like some like cashews with you. Those are great. Maybe cut or by at least cut down on some fried foods and vegetable oils, omega-6s. And you can have some healthy omega-6s every now and then with like a few vegetable oils and such. But for the most part, you really want to be including your omega-3s into your diet more, because those are actually what help your body reduce inflammation. Until next time, thank you for watching my video.